and she can't convert. Off to the races the other direction, Ashlyn Shade. One dribble pull-up, excellently done by Shade.
Great decision by
Williams is too strong. Shade attempts to tap out, and the Utes in possession of the ball right now. Walker slicing her way through. Lonnie White launches and...
Fantastic job getting paint, forcing the defense to crash. And just like that, the defense of UConn blustering and stifling.
That's KK Arnold, not
6'4", so you have that size down low to establish a post presence. Physicality in the paint and on the outside, that's unfair.
Look at the playmaking by Sarah Strong. Cut one. Another chance for the Huskies. Now 10 to shoot from the free throw line. Too smooth by Sarah Strong. UConn 4 for 9 to start this contest. Now working through Strong. Puts up a three. She cans it. Wilkie hasn't been able to get herself free. Quinones takes it away. Accelerating full court and finishes through the contact. Through Evans, who has that poked away, of course, by Sarah Strong, igniting her team on the fast break. Quinones skip past Fudd for three. Yes! Utah turns it over. Kaylee Heckel now. She can wreak havoc on the defensive end. Side, Lonnie White along the baseline. Every Utah player smothered whenever they touch the ball. Here is Brooke Walker launching and draining a three.
And Heckel.
Sarah Williams giving it over to Quinones, who splits defenders, carving up the defense on the offensive end. And it's broken up, stolen by the UConn Huskies. Their fifth steal in this first quarter. Fudd, the hesitation, beautiful finish.
She is so
free. Throws it over her head, worth a try, but in the hands of Fudd and the Huskies. Fudd will also take off toward the rim. Fading away, she knocks it using her strength. She's thwarted inside, working the offensive glass, and here is Shade to clean things up.
The physicality that Sarah Williams is playing with.
45 seconds to go. The Huskies shooting 62%. Quinones with the miss there. Fudd. Team here at Mohegan Sun Arena to have that kind of battle against the Wolverines. Quick ball movement by the Utes, and the three is good by
threes. They can get themselves back into games if they can get a couple going down, and it gives them a lot of confidence.
Great positioning and finish by Sarah Williams. That's time in Utah. Still looking for their first points in the paint of this contest. Khalees Fisher, some early minutes, lines up a three. The rebound minutes, but getting some good time here early on. Tight roping along the baseline. That is going to fly out of bounds. Loss picks up her dribble. Now 10 seconds to shoot. Brooke Walker drill.
Get her open looks. She's got the green light.
Coach Oriama feels like she gets better attempts when she's on the floor with Fudd. Meanwhile, Strong with yet a can't hit. Utah is being outscored in the paint 16-0. Zabel turns on the Jets, and she'll be shooting too.
Exactly what UConn needed to do when you can't
shooting. Feels like she's answering that challenge right now.
The key when teams out, you have to learn how to win games when teams come back and punch you in the mouth. How are you going to respond? Some games.
Guys in for the rebound, still Utah basketball. White trying to turn the corner. The mid-range is good. First bucket for White, second for White. There's 8 points as they trail 35-15 midway through the second quarter. Shade sets her feet. Three no good. And we'll keep her along the baseline. Quick ball movement by the Utes. Coughed up by Evans. She's diving on the floor. And it's UConn basketball. Really, Shamika Holtzclaw and the Lady Vols that flourished his love for women's basketball. Ashlyn Shade scoring inside for the Huskies.
Year and a half here in stores.
A lot of good momentum for her career. Kaylee Heckel in a tough spot in the post, and she's going to foul Kyra Evans, taking advantage of that mismatch. Utah's final 5 seasons, they've been in the top 25 in threes per game. 6th last year under Peterson as the interim. You need to get those paint up in the offensive glass. And finally ripped away by Wilkie. White up ahead, fades from the defense, knocks it down.
Transition buckets are going to be, then she can score over anyone smaller.
White penetrates, pulls up. That's the first bucket in the paint for the Utah Utes.
White's getting into
Shade takes off to the rim and finishes either of them.
Oh, really?
It's just apparent on which Sarah's being addressed. Well, it works for them. So much speed for her size. Coach Oriema feels like he can swap her and Strong 1-for-1 because of her talents. Here's Fudd, drop it. Sneed turning on the Jets, and Sarah Williams has something to say about that.
When you can't get
The drought was long, and it just builds and snowballs on itself sometimes.
And that's when you need the attitude of some of these players to really kick in. It's okay if you're missing shots. You got to just continue making the right plays.
Picking the pockets, Sarah Strong, the strip, and the finish on the other side.
She makes it look
Smothering for the Huskies. Ross dishing it off to Evans. She can't find any kind of space underneath the rim. Here is Wilkie launching for three, and finally picking up her dribble. Working through Strong at the high post. The face up the drive. Wilkie gets a piece, but that leaves Fudd open, and she makes them pay.
another.
Blocker stolen away by KK Arnold. She is a menace on the defensive end and takes care of it on the other side.
And she's so quick, KK Arnold.
Blanca Quinones back on the floor for the Huskies. The pick and pop, and the three working for UConn.
Players, but also use her quickness to get by big players.
Sneed loses the dribble off her foot. Here comes Arnold leaving it for Quinones, and UConn continues to. And they're going to reset in the half court. Inside a deep post up Sarah Strong. There's no answer when she is that deep inside. It's a 12-ski run. Make it another steal. Fudd deposits a triple. That's the midway point of this third quarter. Quinones for three leaves it short. Finds her own rebound, attacks, and finishes through the contact.
Tap with Utah. It's gotten them out of rhythm, and it's frustrated the Utes.
Wilkie looking backdoor, and an easy lay-in.
Ton of actions and concepts. I love when they go backdoor because it catches so many defenses off guard, and they finally got UConn on it.
Beautiful basketball by the UConn Huskies. Hannah El-Alfi coming in for her. The long range two, good by Fudd. She's got 24 in the quarter, 26-5. Absolute dominance. El-Alfi tries to get the step, but she's pushed. Has started the game in dominant fashion, won that first quarter 32-8 before a slower second quarter. There's Zabel going to the free throw line. Embracing her role. She's not being asked to be a prolific shooter, to be a main scoring option.
In order to stay on the floor, you don't always have to be the main scorer. What plays are you doing defensively?
Quinones with 18. Strong with 15. Crisp for three. She's got it. KK Arnold flies toward the rim. Quinones thought about that three. This time she puts it up and cans it.
I like Quinones.
Such a connected group, especially on that defensive end, as El-Alfi draws multiple defenders. Zabel for three in front of her own bench. Gets it to go.
Shot off. Just a little bit of sunlight means that she can let it fly.
It's her first triple today. She's got 5 points. Really solid minutes is Wilkie on the backdoor. Arnold will penetrate. Back in her hands again. Three on the way. It is good. Arnold, her hasn't. Ducharme and Khalees Fisher, who played early in the first half for the Huskies. Jelmstad drains the three. And this has been a great learning lesson for her, too. She struggled with her efficiency against Syracuse. And here she is against number one, Zabel from...
All I want for Christmas is you.
I think we've had this conversation that it is the best Christmas song. Three on the way and good by Jelmstad. Score. Jelmstad wide open in front of her team's bench. Zabel again battling on the glass. That Wolverines team despite a 20-point lead early in the second half. And they responded with this kind of dominance. There's Zabel.
UConn's defense kept getting into passing lanes and forcing Utah to play at a much faster speed than they wanted to.
Three on the way and good by Grace Case, not that time. The steal by Ducharme. miss the rim, and she's fouled.
Stay in and
It's about how they played, how they won, but also what they know they can improve. Patterson stuck underneath the bench, still on their feet, wanting Patterson. Fisher, the long range two is good. She gets in on the worry for the Huskies too. Thinking back from that Michigan game, they were stifled in that third quarter, outscored. But they responded with pure dominance, and the bench clearly enjoying it. Wire effort, the UConn Huskies in the win column again, 93-41 over the Utes.
Defense, defense, defense. They established that defensive presence, made Utah play way faster than they wanted to, and then dominated by scoring on the other end quickly and efficiently.